What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map. In the red color, playing as Odin. His name is the Rapl. His opponent today, in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Matreiuss. It's a classic matchup. It's been a hot minute since we've watched these guys play. I'm not going to lie. They play a lot of games. Well, I mean, in this matchup. These are their two main gods. Poseidon versus Odin. There was a time where I watched, well, they played a ton, and I watched a bunch of those games, and they've always been exciting. But they did, I reckon they probably just got bored of the matchup, and they just started playing different gods. But they're going at it again. It's on what is arguably the Odin player's best map on Marsh. But this is Matreiuss. He's going to be able to overcome a lot of stuff here. And you do see him doing something very, very peculiar at the start of this game. And whether or not it's actually good or not, that remains to be seen. Because when it comes down to it, part of Poseidon's early game power is the fact that he has this lure. And that lure brings hunt right next to your town center, which means that villagers do not need to walk to their hunt. So if you think about how far the villagers have to come to get onto this hunt and then walk back to their home hunt after a little bit later in the game, you're thinking you're probably going to be losing around 100 food there, which can matter in a game with players as good as this. So we'll see how things are going to go. But I do like the idea, especially if you're going to be using some sort of forward builds here, forward temple, all of that good stuff can be very, very helpful. So if we move over here and we check out Rapl's main base, one thing that I noticed at the very start here was Rapl actually decided to great hunt his pigs and his deer. Now, the way that great hunt works is you get 750 food. Well, you get 750 food worth of great hunt. So you can get one elephant, nothing more. You could get I can't do math, but like four gazelle. That seems about right. No, that 3 gazelle would be 6. No, 4 gazelle, 5 gazelle. You could get 5 gazelle. Somebody help me with that math. Honestly, I'm struggling. It's early. It's 5. It's 5 gazelle. 150 divided by whatever. Point is, you can get 5 deer, 5 gazelle, 5 of 150 food based units. So if you're going to bring pigs over, you immediately lose 1. If you bring 3 pigs over, you're going to lose 2. So you got to make that decision as to whether you want more hunt in this location here, or if you want more total food to be able to get gathered from a little bit later. So that's the decision making you have to make when you cast Great Hunt in the early game. So Rapl is choosing here. Basically, it's like, I want a little bit of hunt, but I mostly want the pigs because I'm probably going to have to move back here and eat them at some point. So having a whole bunch of like 200-ish food herdables or 250, 300 food-ish herdables is going to be really, really helpful for him as he does choose to go up through Freya here. Matreiuss, on the other hand, no real surprises here, but he is going through Hermes. I do like the Ares on this matchup from Poseidon, but with the back gold mine, the hippopotamus in the main base, it's going to be really, really hard for Matreiuss to find any sort of crazy advantage from going through Ares here. So going through Hermes makes the most sense, utilizing that ceasefire to try and prevent Frost from being too painful. And we do see the Pygmalion's statue getting picked up. If you've seen the relic tier list, you'll know that I rate this relic incredibly high. This is an S+ tier relic. It brings your villagers from 65 HP up to 91 HP, which is crazy. It's absolutely insane. We are seeing that the Rapl units are out over here, going to be starting to get a little bit antsy with their attacks here onto the Theseus. It's getting retreated away. As the Katoskopos going to come over here, do a little bit of path blocking, but the villagers here might have to make a little bit of a runaway as we are. Look at that micro there from Matreiuss. Just a little cheeky pullback. They're okay now as we see the Centaur coming out here. The Centaur going to be able to take down that Skraeling really easily, but the next unit that's going to come in for Rapl is going to be that Valkyrie. We're seeing double longhouses getting thrown down already as the Centaur going to end up meeting its match. There's that special ability we saw. We need their nice micro here from Matreiuss. Picks off the Ulsark, keeps his Centaur alive. Valkyrie takes a little bit of heat here. Guy's Book of Knowledge being left here. 300% bonus damage versus infantry really isn't that much. As Rapl's now going to search for something else to pick off here. Matreiuss now, on the other hand, let's see what he's doing. Look at this. This is what makes Matreiuss good. He chucks 2 houses on this forest here. So if he gets forest fired on this forest, he gets himself 4 militia, which is going to be really, really big. So we see the Valkyrie swinging around here. We've got now Matreiuss searching around for something to attack. In reality, this Katoskopos should probably be scouting and seeing where the enemy villages are and knowing that they're here, that they're here, and that he doesn't want to waste time going anywhere else. We do see a very peculiar second town center coming up now from Matreiuss. This is a delayed second town center. Actually, is it? Not really a delayed second town center. He probably could have got this up a little bit earlier with a little bit more of a clean build order. But he gets himself his Apollo out. He almost picks off the Valkyries, getting up the second town center. He doesn't have a stable or a barracks down, and he hasn't lost a single villager just yet. And effectively, Rapl is going full units here. But beyond all of that, we have to remember, Matreiuss picked up the Pygmalion's statue. So these villages, the raids that Rapl wants to hit right now with his raiding cavalry, they're going to be relatively useless. Because he just has to do so much more damage to pick off a villager. So raiding against the Pygmalion statue ends up being, it's obviously you want to raid, you have to raid, but it's not going to be a game-winning strategy here. So Rapl needs to get his second town center and play this boom game a little bit and play this matchup a little bit more respectfully than an Odin player might normally be playing, because all the other things can happen. So we'll see how it's going to go. There's now Rapl swinging in. He's going to look to pick off these villages on this wood line. There are already a handful of units in here for Matreiuss to defend. So these 5 raiding cavalry going to swing in, try and take down a villager with those. That villager doesn't take any damage. Still alive. And the villager would have been dead, and it does get picked off, just barely. Yes, he gets 1 villager kill there, but he loses a raiding cavalry. Medium raiders does come through, but a little bit late there, as the units are going to be retreating away. We are seeing the hippopotamus here now getting eaten by Matreiuss. He's finished off his lure, so happily moving over onto these hippopotamus now, eating the aurochs over here. It's on the gold mine on this location. There's a random crocodile that he's not going to be eating here, but he's walling off this beautifully right now. Matreiuss does decide to go for double stable here, which, I mean, take it or leave. I would probably not go for the stables here, with the fact that I don't want to be making cavalry against Norse in the middle of the game, and you're not going to be pushing out of your base as a 2 town center player here. You want to go for hoplites and maybe some Toxotes if you need to, but that all depends on what your opponent's going to do. And just sit back, because then you're going to be wanting to make some Hippaspis in the next age. But we'll see if this Hippocon style from Matreiuss is going to be able to help him out enough. The reason I'm saying this is mostly because Matreiuss is going to be fully walled off here, so he doesn't have to worry so much about the move speed differential of 6.00 speed medium raiders versus like a 4.2 speed hoplites or whatever they are. As we see the raiders swinging in now, going to be looking to find something. But like I said, Rapl's units here, the only thing they can really find is going to be enemy units. So Matreiuss could even not build anything here and have just gone straight to the heroic age, which would probably have been even better, because then he could have made Prodromus against these raiders, just get watchtowers, sit in his base with all these walls up. Like, he could have done this. He could, and just cast Curse and be fine. So he does drop the military academy here now, but we'll see how it's all going to go. It's now the stable going to get taken down. Rapl wants to find a little bit of value here in this game, but yeah, I could just imagine he definitely could be heroic age by now, off of the resources that he's gathered, and he hasn't really fought with these Hippocon yet. It'll be a really, really interesting one, but alas, not happening. You see the second town center up now for Rapl. Taking a forward town center there. He might be trying to get... he might be thinking he's being sneaky here, but this is a very dangerous... Oh, huge forest fire there. Huge forest fire, but he doesn't get any villagers. The villagers all get back. And remember what we said about those houses here. The house is going to get a couple of militia out as the villagers have to retreat back. Is the militia going to help defend this one right now? As all these villagers retreating back into the main base. Matreiuss in a little bit of a panic here as Rapl does get into his base. But it's not really doing all too much damage in all honesty. Really, you just gave that raid just gave Matreiuss 4 militia as they're pushing over here trying to get a little bit of damage done. But Rapl is using this time nicely. He's getting himself his town center, eating all the food on the map, living the dream where that's concerned. The raid is going to be retreating out of here. I'm actually surprised Matreiuss didn't try and put a sneaky wall back up to try and keep those raiders in his base. As the villagers retreating back over here, they're going to jump onto the pigs here as another house going to come in. As Matreiuss, he actually is trying to get to the next age. And there we go. He's clicking up through Aphrodite. So, I mean, no surprises there. I think this is definitely the play. I think that he probably could have gone Heroic Age first here and avoided a lot of the problems that he's currently facing. As these this villager over here might get spotted. As the wall's going to get taken down. These units over here will be pushing Rapl back. Rapl's now 2 town centers, pumping villagers out, getting himself up his own armory. And obviously, Rapl here, after having a lot of the food, he's going to be able to get to the Heroic Age very, very fast. These villagers gather super quickly. Also, the Dwarves gather super quickly. Everything for Norse comes in faster than everyone else, resource-wise. So he will be able to advance soon himself. So there shouldn't really be any significant advantage coming from Rapl in this game. As look at the villagers. Look at the villagers on the temple. Does Rapl see that? I think Rapl did see that. He came in with his raiders. He sees the villagers, so he should know there's a ton of Nemean lions going to be coming out for him very, very soon. Yeah, I mean, Nemean lions or hydras, but hydras seem a little bit silly. As the units coming over here going to be pushing back against Rapl. Rapl has to retreat as Matreiuss defends that one there. The raiders going to be retreating over here. As Matreiuss happily moving out of his base here to eat some boars. Very, very dangerous. We'll see how it's going to go. If Rapl can group around over there and cause some real problems, it could be a tough time for him. As the Nemean line is out immediately. Secondary Nemean line going to be getting created. Matreiuss has lost a house somewhere or needs to build another house to get those ones out. As now Matreiuss can move out across the map looking for something to attack. As Rapl is pushing over here. He is getting defended nicely. Look at these. Matreiuss's defense is just some of the best in the game. He is so good at predicting where his opponent's army is and just having something there to deal with. But the thing is, Rapple's just got so many units here that he can just clean up that defense easily. And then he can go after these villagers afterwards. But there's going to be Nemean lions coming over, and that's going to be a difficult thing for him to deal with. As these units all getting pushed back into Rapple's base. Rapl should be going through Skadi, which he is. He's got lots of favor in the bank already. As these villagers over here are getting taken down. We'll see how that's going to go. As the hoplites doing some shenanigans over here. Alrighty. So Rapl's still searching for that killer raid. I mean, there's going to be a ton of villagers over here that he could frost and hit an army, but Matreiuss is pretty well spread out. That a frost over here... Oh, he does click it. Is he going to hit this? He does. He hits the entire thing. How many villagers is that? Pretty brutal. 21 villagers frozen there, or dead. But I mean, the rest of the army is still alive, so they can still get some good damage done around the map. But 21 villages frozen is a big hit to the economy here. There used to be this bug or glitch, whatever you want to call it. There used to be this thing you could do for frost. If somebody frosted your villagers and they're close to a town center, you could click the town bell and they would unfreeze and walk into the town center. Part of me feels like that was an intentional bug the developers put in, because frost is bonkers. Because I think that if you cast frost defensively, you're kind of using frost in the wrong way. Frost is clearly a defensive god power, but you know, whatever. It's fine. We fixed the bug. Now frost is broken. Shake my head. SMH. Villagers getting pushed back over here. The heavy raiders just moving all across the map. Big curse there from Matreiuss. He's like, I see you next to my town center. I see pigs next to my town center. That's a great idea. Give me all those pigs. I'll eat those happily instead of making farms here. As more villagers coming over to gold at this point. The hoplites do push Rapl away at this point. Rapl loses a lot of raiders. As Matreiuss is looking to get to the next age. And Tyr is already on the way for Rapl. Rapl is on 3 town centers. He's already advancing through Tyr. Obviously, that frost would have helped out a lot. Now the raid's coming over here, picking a lot of Rapple's villagers off here. Rapl not paying attention. Loses a lot of villagers, but the god power, the Tyr is going to come through and do very big damages right now. But Matreiuss, he's still not able to advance. He's got his market up. So he could buy food to advance here if he needs to. He can cut production, which it looks like he has done. And now he will be clicking up. I imagine he's going to go through Artemis here. There's the Artemis coming in. So no real surprises. But Fimbulwinter is on the way. And Rapl is going to have a really, really big timing here to find some advantages. Now, there are still a lot of ways forward for Matreiuss. He's going to have Earthquake, so even if Rapl gets up to 4 town centers, Earthquake will take back to 3 town centers. There's still Ceasefire remaining, so Earthquake grabbing a town center, Ceasefire, definitely a way forward. Beautiful Frost Giant there from Rapl to be able to pick off that enemy line there very easily as the raiding cavalry do sneak in onto this position. But remember those villagers, they do have a lot of HP here, so they can actually turn around and fight this completely fine at this point. They just got so much HP. They're basically like Skin of the Rhino villagers, as Matreiuss is attempting his best to fight back here, but Rappel's just throwing his units away, getting the damage done. The enemy line coming in here. Both players actually doing exactly the same thing to each other as Rappel's villagers have to retreat back to the main base. Matreiuss has got plenty of resources right now. He needs to spend them though, as the Fimbulwinter immediately gets cast. Now, one way I like to play against Fimbulwinter is I cast Ceasefire. I try to cast Ceasefire if I see Fimbulwinter come through, because that gives me time to get heroes out in my main base and defend, get units back so that I don't have to garrison all my villages. It can be a good way to play against the Fimbulwinter, or even catch the Fimbulwinter being clicked after you click Ceasefire, but neither here nor there. We see the dwarves coming over here to get back onto that gold mine. It's the Frost Giant coming in for Rapl. I imagine Rappel's going to think about getting himself this 3rd town center fairly soon here as well, as the villagers here moving back over. So many low HP villagers here, but Rappel's 149 of 151 population. Matreiuss is 103 of 130 population, but the game is still close here, as one Frost Giant hits one Nemean Lion, the other Frost Giant hits the other Nemean Lion. Honestly, that should really never happen. I would have thought maybe Rapl could retreat out here. Oh, sorry, Matreiuss could retreat out here. But looks like the walls are already up there, so they can't get out too easily. So nice attacks there. But now the Chimera are going to start coming out. We do see Heliopoli getting created by Matreiuss, trying to make a really, really strong army to take out Rapl here. Now we do see the Earthquake getting dropped onto this position. It will pick off the towns and it'll pick off everything else. Also actually kills off a ox cart, which is pretty brutal. But units coming over here by Rapl. He wants to get this back up immediately, but he actually doesn't have the resources. He's got no resources in the bank. Why not? What happened here? I don't know where all his resources were. I guess the raids were too strong, but looks like Matreiuss' Heliopoli plan here is maybe just a little bit too early. So do you see the Chimera? Oh, Nemean Lion, not Chimera. Nemean Lion coming over here, going to get some good damage done onto these villagers here. As the Ulfsark also going to get taken down. I wonder where that Chimera went. I would have assumed there would have been Chimera getting built out here, but it looks like Matreiuss is not doing that. So no more favor coming in. As the Hippolyta comes down, going to be able to take out those Fenris Wolves here. The Frost Giants doing their thing. We do see the Polyphemus going to come over here. Champion Infantry already in for Rapl. Such a huge advantage on the tech here. Going up to, he's got Heavy Raiders and Champion Infantry against just medium upgraded units here. Matreiuss is a little bit behind the 8-ball here in this game, it would seem, as the Polyphemus coming over here, going to attempt to take down this Frost Giant. He's doing nicely. We'll see if he's going to be able to pick it off or not, but the Polyphemus is going to fall here eventually, as those Hippocon coming in to take out these champion throwing axemen, but they're not going to be able to do too well here. Throwing axemen are really, really strong, especially when you have this upgrade. Oh, he doesn't have it. Never mind. Hunter's Axe really helps those throwing axemen out. As the Nemean Lion getting chased down, the village is going to move over onto this gold mine. There's a gold mine over here too. Looks like there's still a little bit of hunt left, but maybe it's time to start thinking about farming here. Can be very important to do that. But both players in a very, very difficult position right now. Rapl is going to be able to find these villages though. Comes in with the champion Ulfsark, and it doesn't even matter now that you got 91 HP. These Ulfsark, 12.6 damage per second. They're going to pick off a bunch of villages here. So Matreiuss rightfully chooses to retreat there instead of fighting. Because now Rapl can get his town center up. Matreiuss does get a little bit of breathing room while this happens though, so we'll see if he's going to be able to use it or not. Now, it doesn't look like this is in range of town center fire, this water here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but there is a whole bunch of wood here you can use Metropolis behind, this location or this location, but it looks like it doesn't even matter as Matreiuss is pushing in with that Polyphemus. Look at the damage he does. It absolutely deletes the town center. Rapl doesn't have any upgrades on the town centers just yet. We see the villagers moving over here. They want to get involved in the fight. They say, get out of here. This is my location. We see the Ulfsark coming in onto this position, maybe going for some side builds. There's that gold mine there, getting side built on as the army pushing in. We do see the Chimera coming in here, will hit the village, the throwing action on the behind there, does a ton of damage, but the Frost Giant gonna move over here, start chasing this Chimera away as Matreiuss retreats that one, but maybe it's time to attack that as we do see the town center gets taken down here. What, you cast ceasefire, but you don't have the Matreiuss, you have to take the town center. Oh dear. Rapl doesn't have resources for it. Rapl doesn't have the resources for the town. Now he gets it. Both players in absolute shambles there. Absolute shambles. You see the Polyphemus getting deleted to rebuild as well. That's a sad state of affairs there for Matreiuss. As the village is moving up onto this gold mine, you can actually buy food and wood here. If you get everything onto gold at this point to like sort your economy out just a little bit, you can manage that at this point, but more Frost Giants getting built for Rapl Town Center, just about to be up here. Wall's going to come down. Matreiuss still has not worked out the way back into this game. As it seems like this town center may have been taken down during all of that chaos as well, but I think I might have missed that. Maybe it never went up. I don't know. But Rapl losing a lot of buildings here as Matreiuss continuing to put the pressure on. Look at the myth units are out with a vengeance, and they're going to be very happily taking these guys down. We're starting to see some Toxotes coming through for Matreiuss as the Polyphemus going to be coming in as well. We've seen these Ulfsarks attacking everywhere. This gold mine is still the gold mine that needs to be taken out here if you're Team Rapl, but that's going to be a tough one to do as the town center does get finished over here. But now, yet again, Matreiuss is going to be abusing the fact that Norse has to build with their military and effectively can take this town center down while this is all going on. It's probably the best idea for Rapl now would be to actually get fortified town centers. Lots of idle military right now for Rapl as he's in a little bit of a difficult position. We are seeing the Herser going to come in, try and take down these Chimera, but you have to be a little bit more careful with that as the villagers are going to be getting... Ooh. Ooh. Don't you just love seeing, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villages, 9 villages just getting burned alive? Feels good. Feels great. Rapl pushing in onto this location, wanting to have the fight happen here. See the Frost Giants are going to immediately target down both of those Chimera. The Polyphemus is going to get some good damage done, but really the Atlanta is the secret unit in this fight, as it seems maybe Matreiuss now is going to actually try and get this town center for himself. He may be stabilizing here, ladies and gentlemen, somehow, some way. As the unit's retreating back over here, we will be seeing the Frost Giant all surviving here as those heroes get taken down. The Chimera or Nemean line there will fall as well, as Rapl needs to figure out a way forward in this game. Matreiuss' army is looking incredibly strong now. I do think that the idea of building Heliopoli against Norse is a little bit risky just because you got Frost Giants, but at the moment with Frost Giants, with Chimera and the Heliopoli actually aren't that important to freeze, so they're getting a lot of good damage done. This town center is just about to come up for Matreiuss. He's going to have a population advantage here in this game, but I mean there is a problem of gold mines. But he does have this one, so we'll see if he can grab that. But so too, there's a problem with Rapl's gold mines. He's got plenty actually, so that's not a correct statement in the slightest. There's Rapl. Yeah, Rapple's going to be going full wood. Full wood here, but it's actually not a bad idea considering that Matreiuss is doing the same. Still seeing side build here from Rapl. He manages to get a hill fort up on this position, making some great yards. We'll see if he's going to get the wall set up, the tower set up, and the ballista to start taking this town center down. Could be a really, really good play. Now, Militia running around doing a whole bunch of random shenanigans here as well. Another Frost Giant coming out over here for Rapl as he's moving forward. See if this town center is going to get pressured anymore. No, he's not. He's not going for any sort of walls on that location just yet. See the villagers getting taken out over here. Toxotes getting some good damage done as the Heliopoli moving on to this position here. Rapl his economy is in absolute shambles here. Who knows why? He's got no food income. Someone's bought a lot of food this game thus far. He needs to start thinking about organizing that economy just a little bit better. But while this is all going on, Rapl says, all right, I'm going after this town center. Take this down. We've got myself 5 Frost Giants doing 21.6 hack with 12 crush damage. That's a lot of damage per second here. That town center is going to be getting picked off very fast. These villagers all retreating sneakily into the corner while the Chimera passes. Looking for villagers to kill. There's no villagers to kill because he's run them away. As we are going to be seeing this town center eventually getting taken down. The villagers are shanking away over here saying, get off my Heliopoli. As Chimera comes in and picks off those villagers there as well. This town center will be falling as Rapl is on 0 resources. Matreiuss has got some decent resources in the bank, but you do have to remember that Rapple's army is a lot stronger than Matreiuss's. So if they go into a toe-to-toe battle here, it's going to be very, very close. And these villagers still not doing all too much. Whoop. You can eat that. Yes, you can totally eat those crown cranes in the corner there. That's going to be some nice food income in this stage. Not only that, there's also crown cranes over there that you could eat. It's like 800 food there in that corner, which can really, really help here. As more Chimera coming out for Matreiuss, he's dead set on making Chimera and making them work. There's no upgrades on the Chimera, but he's trying to make it work as the units retreating back over here. Both players, well, Rapple's actually on 1 town center here, and Matreiuss is on 2. So Matreiuss actually got the population advantage here, as Rapple's at 122 population. He's got fortified town centers. That's it. That's absolutely it. As now Rapl going to try and take down this fortress over here. We are going to be seeing Matreiuss pushing in here. Now, what Matreiuss needs to do with these Chimera is make sure he uses the special on those Frost Giants to get as much damage as he possibly can, because he knows they're going to get frozen. But if he can spread the damage out over those Frost Giants, then he's going to be able to take them down easily enough with the Hippolyta and with other heroes there. As Rapl retreats back, we are seeing this hill fort still happening over here, still building some more longhouses on this position, but no resources to really do it. And there's that special that I was talking about. Didn't really do as much as I thought it was going to do, but maybe it didn't actually get off in time. They did it. I could probably see if I clicked onto them. But yeah, it didn't get off in time. That's why those Frost Giants all got full HP. Hippolyta popping out of this fortress over here as the gold mine's got 800 gold left, and Rapl does see this as a win condition. He knows that if he can push off gold here, he should be able to win this one. As Rapl he's got still sitting very, very healthily at 122 of 122 population. Now, even though it is 2 town centers to 1, Matreiuss doesn't have fortified town centers, so it's only like an 8 population advantage, which in the end of it doesn't really matter. As Atlanta's still taking things down. Big Polyphemus pop out there from Matreiuss, smacks that Frost Giant away. As all of these units falling, Matreiuss down to 94 of 130 population here. No gold left. Matreiuss is out of gold. He hasn't started a trade route yet. He's out of gold. He's out of hope. The town center is getting rebuilt, but Matreiuss comes in with a cheeky fortress over here to prevent this settlement from coming down. It might have been worth it to put the fortress over here, though, and keep that gold mine going. As these Chimera coming in, they are very much the most important unit right now for Matreiuss, but they just get completely stopped in their path here by the Frost Giants as the Polyphemus is going to get picked off as well. Does come in, will bash that Frost Giant away, but now it's away from the Polyphemus. It's still alive. Almost going to pick off the Frost Giant there. It doesn't manage to take it down. 19 HP remaining here as the Chimera falling. Matreiuss at 86 population, going to be dropping down to 84 population. No gold mines remaining here in this game. Gold mine spotted. But Matreiuss decides in that position that the game is lost and there isn't anything else he can do here, as Rapl with the Rapl farms in the corner here is going to finally get some farms down in this game. But what an absolutely wild ride here. Matreiuss almost brings this game back after Rapl gets some good advantages here from Fimbulwinter and everything else. He takes down town centers, he causes chaos, he gets raids in, causes Rapl to really struggle in this game to keep a solid footing. But Rapl resiliently stays alive here enough and is smart enough to say, look, I don't need the town center back that bad because this is where all the gold mines are. I know where all the gold mines are, and I know I can break him here if he doesn't have a trade route, which Matreiuss definitely did not have the resources to make a trade route. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.